Ooh, I'm gonna smoke to this. All right. The rise of mixed wrestling. It's what we call sometimes sexy battle combat or sexy battle, however you want to title it. All right. It can be a sexy battle. So what is with this rise of mixed wrestling? To the spiritual people out there who we've been talking about transmutation of energy, kundalini, sacred sexual energy, and this transmutation, we know what's going on. They all want to catch up. They're like, well, damn, if they accept their sexuality and their sensuality, well, we should come out and do it too. Why not? So they're listening. Good, good, good. All right. Let me light this up real quick, y'all. Welcome aboard if you're just joining me, okay? This one's going to be very interesting, okay? Yo, I even saw, what you call it? I even saw a wrestling match where someone was dressed as, it was a fursuiter, and they were doing a wrestling match with a human. I'm like, well, look at that. Look at that. Anyone else going to join? Anime people, sci-fi people? What's going on? I'm glad that people was doing this. Some of y'all remember that phrase that says, when you stop playing, that's when you get old, okay? You never want to stop playing, okay? And people dressing up, having fun, and even getting into the combat sport. Listen, you're doing something, that's actually doing something very, very healthy, very good for you. First of all, you're getting active, number one. Number two, whether it's a mixed wrestling match or whether it's a male on male sexy match or female on female sexy match, whatever the case may be, okay? Even if it's not sexy, it's still good. There is this rise, however, of this mixed wrestling going on. Now, people, me, myself, and others included, we've been talking about sexual transmutation and how that can transmute into combat sports and how people can take combat sports, work with that energy, play with that energy, and listen, you'll be helping yourself on so many levels. And first of all, you're going to be helping yourself on a self-acceptance level, all right? I've said it in other videos before. If you're the kinky kind of person, guess what? You need to embrace it. But you also need to be able to comprehend how to work with the energy. You can't just limit yourself, as I mentioned in my videos, just to the lower chakra. So mixed wrestling and just wrestling where it becomes a not just a thing of skill, but also of like fun. And some people can say that, okay, there is some kind of foreplay, role play in there. Yeah, all right. It depends on the audience too, and of course, though, if you're hosting it, you want to educate people, and there are people who are doing that. As a matter of fact, there's this thing, I think it's called the Fight Circus, and they did a mixed wrestling match, and the guy was being funny about it, but he was also being very sporty about it as well, because it is a sport and it is a skill. So it's not just a physical skill as far as wrestling and combat, okay, a martial skill. It's also an energy skill, okay? And it's an ability to be able to accept that energy within yourself and work with that energy, okay? And inspire others and help others accept themselves with that energy too. On another video, I had covered the whole Rayona thing, right? The Rayona, the Gyaku Rayona, Kimu Rayona. And I covered what that was essentially as well. And I covered the essence of what that was. Now, here's the thing, though. I have, on the side note, I have met several so-called woke people, but they when it comes to understanding the energy, they revert back to their judgmental, carnal side. You know, almost as if they're having a trouble of self-acceptance, and they're seeing other people self-accepting themselves, and then they're spiritually woke, and they're trying to understand, and they're just coming into comprehension with this energy, and they're trying to find a way to put it into words because they're scared about what other people are going to think, because they have not really fully accepted it themselves, or have yet to fully comprehend what these energies are in general. Okay, in essence, what the energy is in essence. And so this energy is sacred, it's spiritual energy, it's expressive. Okay. So when we have mixed wrestling moving up and trending, well, this is a good thing. It means they're listening. Hold on, I'm gonna let this noise pass by because I hate when I'm having high level conversations and there's noise. This smells so good and tastes so good. So that's what's going on. They're listening. That's what's happening. They're listening. So what should I say to all of you who are watching this video or who will come across this video? It means you need to start accepting your own energy and getting to comprehend it as well. There's a difference when you're learning how to role play or take foreplay with the efforts to elevate and play with the energy versus just trying to stay stuck on the lower chakra just to get an orgasm. It's a completely different thing. It's a whole completely different ball game. It's a ball game that's a lot. Get it? Ball game. Ha ha ha. Very funny. Okay. It's a whole nother level of sport. It's a whole nother level of expression that is much more profound, that is not confined to just the lower chakra. And this is happening on a global scale. It's even happening in the online space and in the person and in the physical space. Okay. So the reason this is all elevating is because yes, there is a shift, and the shift has already happened. The shift was already there. It's just some people are catching up. The ones who still have yet to catch up, that are still into their old indoctrinated judgments and ideologies, they still got some work to do. And I actually have to learn to, when I see someone trying to talk to me um, about spiritual or energy, but they reduce it to like carnal, and then they try to play, especially the ones that try to play off a machismo thing and glorifying money, an artificial construct, basically. That's when I have to really learn to just put a wall to these people and be like, listen, I appreciate it, but I got other things to do. Would love to chat maybe some other time, or I'm gonna just have to say, hey, I'm glad you're learning, but I'm not in the mood to talk about this. I have too much to do. I really don't have time to talk about it. I really don't, because I don't have time to try to entertain people who are exploring the energy, but they are looking for like, I guess they're looking for some kind of confirmation to confirm their own doubts. And I'm not here to confirm doubts. I'm not here to confirm anyone's doubts about energy. Okay, if I'm going to confirm anything, I'm going to confirm to people that you are energy. Let me let this noise pass again. Again, I tell you, when I'm having elevated conversations and there's noise, it's almost like clockwork. That's the only thing I'm here to confirm to people, that yes, you are coming into connection with your energy. You are comprehending what this energy is. But for those who just reduce it to only the carnal pleasure, or in this case, only a sexual thing. The other day I had a convo with someone, and the person was trying to tell me about energy and spirit. And I'm thinking that this person is elevated in some way, and they can understand fully what I'm going to share with what I have learned and why they are even attracted to speak to me in the first place. But nah, this person had their own freaking pre-made judgments already and still wasn't comprehending things. I've bumped into that not too often, but when I do, I don't know why my spirit tries to speak and elevate them, almost as if I have this innate sense to help these people elevate and comprehend that, hey, all of these energies are good if you know what to do with them. All right. But then some people just don't know what to do with them because they have their own internal blockages. So if I'm a two spirit, for example, okay, and my interest is spiritual, what is your spiritual intelligence? The romance and the play is there, but it's on the side, okay? Because if you can work with the energy, cool. If you know how to work with the energy and let love guide you and work with the and you hold yourself to the standard of love and compassion, to the highest standards of the highest qualities of being a human and living life, then yeah, we can work with something. We can work on things together. We can have conversations. But there are those who don't hold themselves to those high standards yet. Okay, they're struggling. They still see that I gotta fight, or they still see wars, and they still see, oh, we gotta kill and all this other stuff. And some of them still see, oh, animals are for food. And I'm like, no. If you don't hold yourself to the highest standard of love, compassion, and self-acceptance for all your energy and a comprehension of that energy, you cannot be in my circle. You cannot be in my tribe. Okay? You cannot work on the projects we're working on. You can't join sexy battles because you won't understand. You can't even attend them because you won't understand. You only probably see. You can probably see from the far, virtually. All right. But to attend one or to be a part of one, if you can't work with all the energies, you can't do it. There goes the noise again. Let me wait a bit. These people for a year have been doing nothing but making that noise over there. A year, y'all. Practically. Always some remodeling going on. At least it appears that way. So anyways, it's good that it's happening. It's good that people are catching up. It's good that people are understanding sexual transmutation. Okay? It's good that people are understanding that that energy is more than just a sexual energy. It is a sensual energy, and it is a sensitivity energy. It's a ability. Okay? It's an ability that's innate in all of us. And to be able to express it and work with it, hone it and elevate it, that is good. And people wanting to get on it now and being more self-accepting, that is good. It means that for all those out there watching this video who will walk between light and shadow, I know you sometimes might feel like you don't get enough credit, but you do. Trust me, because you got people interested in you, some who are interested and don't know what to do, okay? But some who are interested and want to be a part of whatever it is you're working on. Which really leads me back to reminding everyone that if you want to join the Mega Project, you need to send an email, okay? So join the Mega Project. As I have mentioned before, the Mega Project has several things, okay? The Mega Project deals with self-sustainability. Let me put it over here real quick, okay? loveislawiamlove@gmail.com, okay? The Mega Project has to deal with self-sustainability, along with other things. It's harmony with all of nature and all that we are. Namaste. Send an email for more details. Peace.